10 years it took us to get partial birth abortion passed, and I was there with President Bush and some other pro-life leaders when he signed that legislation, and that was a monumentally happy day. During that decade it took to get to that point, that ceremony, there was a debate on partial birth abortion, and we picked up a solid 10% in opinion polls throughout the United States, and that was huge. And we did that because partial birth abortion focused America's attention, took it off of pro-choice in my body, and put it on the humanity of the unborn child late in pregnancy. Until that time, the media were routinely reporting that abortion was legal only during the first 3 months of pregnancy. When on the Senate floor, Senator Santorum had those diagrams of killing a baby during delivery through partial birth abortion, the media decided, well, we can't get by with that anymore. So they stopped saying it. It was a great educational process. It was a ghastly thing, but God provides good out of evil, and this is certainly what happened with partial birth abortion. Now, my firm belief is that with the heartbeat bill, we will turn America's attention to the humanity of the unborn child early in pregnancy, because it prohibits abortion once a detectable heart is done in a doctor's office. Now, the heart begins to beat at 18 to 28 days after conception. It's normally and traditionally detected in a doctor's office 6 to 8 weeks after conception, sometimes before a woman knows she's pregnant. So we would effectively be able to end most abortions. If we get it to the Supreme Court, they turn us down, we've had a temporary loss. We just keep going as we've learned with partial birth abortion. And in the meantime, I'm reading in the New York Times that there's a heartbeat of an unborn baby that's detectable in a doctor's office at 6 weeks after conception. If that's repeated over and over again, like the horrific details of partial birth abortion, we're going to make some gains. Now, this could be a deal breaker for that segment of 40% who are persuadable on the abortion issue. They really haven't come down one way or another. But when they see heartbeat, baby, that's a life. We need to protect it, and that's going to help. So I see the potential as being huge, and the downside is being very minimal. So just that's where we are, and we're very happy to promote that. Roe versus Wade is on a collision course with technology, and that's another reason we have great reason to be happy. Ultrasound, as you know, is even in instruments very small. Sidewalk counselors will soon be equipped with these small instruments, which I've seen, and place them on a woman's belly. She's going into an abortion mill, and she'll get to see her baby. Imagine the lives we'll get to save. 86% or more women who are abortion-minded change their mind once they've seen their baby via ultrasound. You know, that is really a great tool. When Ellen and I were expecting our first granddaughter, we had an ultrasound image. I had it as background on my computer at work. I had a mug with that picture on it. I had a mouse pad with that picture on it, all before she was born. And I emailed her picture to friends literally around the world who we worked with. So little Carolyn, long before she was born, the humanity of her development and her personhood was being aware. People were being made aware all around the world. And so just repeat that millions of times in offices, in schools, in churches, at homes, you know, in cubicles of offices, on refrigerators. Look at on Facebook, the pictures that are shared. This is a huge educational opportunity. Not long ago, GE did an advertisement, national advertisement for their ultrasound technology. And we couldn't have paid for that kind of pro-life education. $1 million ad campaign. The first time ever I saw your face, remember that old song from 60s or 70s? And there was a couple seeing their baby on ultrasound for the first time. That changes hearts and minds. And I think that's what we've got going for us. Intrauterine surgery is a commonplace occurrence. So when you see the results of that, National Geographic does programs on it, that is changing hearts and minds on abortion. Successes in adult stem cell research is showing us that there are ways to save lives without killing unborn babies through embryonic stem cell research. Again, the focus of discussion on human life early in life, with stem cells, with IVF, with embryo adoption, that is all a good thing because that's educating people. But our job is far from over. As you know, as Angie said, there's so much work to be done. And unless we stay faithful to the call, we could lose this. But the momentum is with us. And that's why we need to keep at it. According to figures that Angie provided to me, and I think you alluded to them, the 2010 Ohio Department of Health said that between 1997 and 2010 there have been 910 abortions in this county. Now, I did the math with that, and that's about 6 babies a month in this county alone that are dying. So what if, say, the government edict came down that they would round up 6 people in this county and execute them every month? You know, look around at the faces that you're seeing now, you'd be thinking, what face won't I be seeing next month? Will they come after me? And with this culture of death, euthanasia, we wonder about that too. How long do you think it would take for them to round up 6 people a month and execute them before everybody would get up in arms and demand that killing be stopped? But see, that's exactly what's happening now. Legally, they're killing 6 citizens of this county each and every month. It's a silent holocaust. It's being carried out in this county and in other counties throughout Ohio, throughout the Midwest, throughout the Mountain West, throughout the world. So we need to focus in on the reality of what that carnage is. Fortunately, the body count isn't as high here as it is in other parts of the state. But 1 baby killed is too many. And if 1 baby was killed a month, we would still be here.